Welcome to Granny Shifting. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Jason.
And this is minute 64 of Fast 5.
Hey, this is Hernan Reyes from Fast 5, and you're listening to Granny Shifting, the Fast and Furious podcast.
How was the Granny Shifting event, Jason?
Couldn't have been better.
So good, right?
The wind died down.
Yeah.
Everybody won something.
Yeah. And we had lots of viewers on our OnlyFans.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots
now
of
we got to figure
giveaways.
out what to do with all that money from that special challenge they reached.
Right, yeah.
What do they call that? Once you raise a certain amount of money.
Goal.
The goal. The goal.
Is it a goal?
I think it's the goal.
I
got to be careful. My Aunt Kay might be listening.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. So
Welcome, Aunt Kay.
Jason and I were having Bible study the other night. And we were streaming it to our OnlyFans.
No, my Aunt Kay came in from California. We were hanging out, and we were talking about me and Shannon were trying to figure out plans for whatever. And by whatever, I mean the Granny Shifting summer screening in October. And she's like, "What's that for? You have a podcast?" And that's how it normally goes.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, wow.
I'm
Let
gonna
me
every
listen.
week.
While we're sitting at a
yeah.
baseball game with our volume on full blast.
People love listening to other people's phone audio.
And I'll tell you what, she picked I picked it for her. I had her watch the Pantyhose episode. That was a good one.
That is a good one.
So if you're looking for a good laugh, head back to that one and make sure you watch it on video.
Yeah, you got to see the video.
Yeah, it's probably actually a terrible audio episode. There's a lot of us just like staring at each other and laughing.
That's pretty normal.
Yeah, we do that.
Yeah. So we're in minute 64.
Yeah, I have to say, this is starting to get classic Fast and Furious, just stupid.
It's funny, when we had our Granny Shifting party, we watched the original one, which was so good.
Yeah, what a good movie.
I still really enjoy it. It's not just like I like it because it's nostalgic. I don't think. I mean, it definitely has like silly, campy parts, but it's a fun ride.
Yeah. Do you see? I wonder. I don't think they could go back to that. Like
No.
if they're like, they
That
could
scene
try
doesn't
like
exist
let's do
anymore.
a prequel. Let's do a movie that happened before the first one with Dom street racing or something.
They did a little bit of that in 10, I think. One of them had like a prequel story,
Okay.
like as part of the movie.
But if you did a whole movie on like just the street racing, I don't know. I don't think that movie came out at the right time when
Yeah.
cars like that were very popular, and they're not. Like the modified car scene is just different now.
Yeah. It's just suspension of wheels now.
And Instagram pictures.
Yeah.
I think so much of car meets has just moved to taking pictures of your car. I really do. There's just not that many car meets anymore.
Yeah. They're like, there's car shows.
Yeah. And it's the same.
I mean, there's always been car
It's
shows.
the same
but-
50 old dudes taking their muscle cars around from
right.
show to show
Yeah.
that they have been for the last 30 years.
Yep.
And I still don't recognize the cars.
Does
'Cause
Carlisle? Carlisle's kind of close to us, and they are known for their car shows and meets.
Yeah.
Do they do like a tuners meet? Like they have like Corvette.
They
weekend.
have performance. They have Carlisle something performance week or something.
Okay.
That would be kind of like that. But I don't think it's like when you used to go to a car show and it's like body kits and sound systems
Right.
ridiculous stuff.
Psycho Fest
anymore.
isn't happening anymore.
No. That was a cool event.
Bummer. Yeah, that was cool.
I did see a clip on Twitter, X, of a Japanese electric car. I thought this was pretty funny. and it had, you know how they now they have like the center console is a big TV, big screen.
Mm-hmm.
You can play video games on it,
Really?
racing video games, and they showed them playing like a car racing game, and you steer with the car and your gas
What?
pedals and brake pedals.
Really?
And the car, it's like suspension shifts for you going over
Really?
bumps, and so like it's like you're in a simulator. Like that's pretty crazy. The one annoying part, it looked like your steering wheel's here, but your screen's to the right, so you're kind of like looking to the side.
Yeah.
It's not like you're looking out your windshield. But
Yeah.
that'll come.
Yeah.
Soon our windshields will just be screens.
When instead of just like a heads-up display of your speedometer, it should be a whole screen.
Yeah, like you can't even see through it.
Right. That'd
It's
be
just
perfect.
a camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they do with like Lamborghini rear view mirrors.
Does that show up on the
Yeah, they have like
windscreen?
no, they have a rear view mirror, but it's a camera image of what's behind you. I think because they don't really have any back window.
Oh, the actual rear view mirror.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like a backup camera for when you're in reverse. But you're saying all the time it's just showing a
Yeah,
digital image on the rear view.
you might be driving from the back seat with a screen in front of you of the road in front of you. Kids are up front.
Someday. I saw that in a book. They used to have these
book?
old books, these like big like board books. It's like what it's going to be like in the future, or it was like, by year 2000 we're going to have flying cars and stuff like that. And
Oh, right.
none of that came true. I used to love thinking about that kind of stuff. But now I'm older and I know the reality.
Yeah,
All of our
People-
technology is just going to,
people are just bad at predicting the future.
yeah.
What's our technology going to?
Just ways to make people lazy.
Oh, I mean that's literally technology.
The
But
point
it's
of it.
always been. That's the whole point, right?
Is it? I mean, I guess there's a lot of technology that I don't know about that's going into science and curing diseases.
Yeah, I'd
But
say
it seems
medicine
like we're-
might be the
Yeah,
one that isn't.
it seems like we're focusing a lot on phones and personal devices and how we can make.
But if you even figure like a chainsaw, that's a whole lot easier than a handsaw.
Yeah,
I don't think the purpose was to make people lazy. It was to make our lives easier.
more
But-
efficient.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
instead it makes it so we don't have to do as much. But we still do as much. We just most people do as much. They just do more,
Right, because
Yeah.
it all takes less time.
and then we can consume more. There's a
Right.
guy, speaking of predicting the future poorly, I forget who it was, but he wrote a book, and he predicted that by the year like 2020 that people would only be working 4 hours a week or something like that because
How efficient we can be.
all of our stuff would be efficient, and then which would probably be true if we consumed the same amount of stuff that we had in the 80s.
Yeah, and
But-
also, it's just it's always just the work week is 40 hours. How much work can you get done in 40 hours?
Right.
And so now we're just getting
Way
10
more.
times as much work done in 40 hours than we were 40 years ago.
Right.
Because everything's just faster. It's never going to be like, oh, I only want to make $1 million this year. And next year I only want to make $1 million. And
Right.
next year, no, I want to make $2 million next year. And because of this software, I'll be able to make $3 million the next year. You know what I
Right.
mean? So
Good. Yeah. Gotta feed you need a bigger house, a boat, a cabin in the woods, 3 cars, a truck, an SUV, a van,
I don't have a boat.
a PC with 2 monitors, 2 Xboxes,
I only have one Xbox.
2 big screen TVs. Do you remember in Back to the Future? When he goes back in time, they're like, "Do you have a TV?" He's like, "Yeah, we got 2." And they're like, "What? Are you rich?"
Yeah. So coming back to Fast and Furious, I feel like
Great transition, Ryan.
You talked about. Speaking of movies, there we go.
Yeah.
You said Back to the Future.
Oh, I know how we got on that. Let me transition this.
Okay.
I was saying we're getting to that point in Fast and Furious. classic Fast and Furious where it's just getting stupid. Like, there's parts of Fast and Furious that are ridiculous. Some parts are just stupid.
Yeah.
And I can feel it.
You can feel it coming.
I got a couple issues with this minute.
So this minute, I feel like, is feeling more like Italian Job. Did you ever see Italian Job?
Oh, yeah. Great movie.
Relying heavily on Italian Job. But Italian Job came out in like early 2000s, probably. And when this movie came out, they're like, you know what? We should just duplicate that.
Do an Italian Job movie.
Yeah.
But with cars instead of boats.
Yeah, these guys are street racers and brawlers. They're not technical wizards and...
Yeah, but now they are.
Yeah. All right, let's get into the minute here.
So they're in the dirty bathroom, and the walls have like brown splatters all over them. Kind of reminds me of the job I was doing for the Thrifty Ginger last week.
But these walls have splatter on because they just blew up the toilet.
Yeah.
Right?
I think that's what happened at Thrifty Ginger's apartment, too. All right, so I want to point something out here. Pause. They have their sawzalls. They're cutting into this wall. They're cutting a square out of the wall.
Yeah.
And the tip of the blade might be going 2 inches in, and they're just zipping right through it.
Yeah.
Now they got a big chisel, and they're chiseling into it, and it's a concrete wall.
Yeah.
They're hammering and chiseling this little sawzall crack. They pry away this concrete block, which I would say is at least 2 foot by 2 foot. It is
10
inches thick,
Yeah.
solid concrete. So, first off, your sawzall's not going to cut that. They don't make sawzall blades that cut that.
Yeah.
You would need your blade in much deeper. You can't just chisel it and pry it out.
I was surprised they could even lift it up.
They couldn't lift that. I mean, they're like a hand on the side, a hand, and they just take it out and set it down.
Yeah.
Like, what? So why does this have solid concrete walls to begin with? Like, you can see the cutout now, and inside the wall is solid concrete. Oh, Windows
11 strikes back.
Yep. And, yeah, so they cut that block right out, lifted it right out. Very nice.
And what are we looking at here? Some piping.
Yeah, conduit.
Oh, yeah.
So somehow the conduit is another 12 inches behind the concrete, and their little stud finder picked that up through solid 10 inches of solid concrete. It's pretty good.
Yeah, that is impressive. A stud finder, does that just detect, like, so you put it on your wall and you hit the button, and that's saying, okay, you're looking at whatever depth, half inch. And then when you move it over a stud, it's like, oh, something's blocking it now. So if you started your stud finder on a stud.
No, actually, I don't know if you started on the stud.
And then you move it off the stud, does it just detect a difference?
It's like sending some electrical signal through, and when it gets to a thicker part, it can't. And so it beeps. But, it works on half-inch drywall. And that's it. It doesn't work on old plaster.
Right.
It doesn't work on 5/8. It barely works on 5/8.
I don't even know what our walls. It's like plaster on top of something in our living room.
Yeah.
And to try and hang something in there is just forget it. You can never it'll beep over one spot, and then you go up to see, okay, there should be a stud here, and it doesn't beep, and then you go over the same spot, doesn't beep, and so you're just guessing.
I will say my dad has done carpentry his whole life. Snackman's done carpentry his whole life. I've done carpentry for many years, and we never use a stud finder. I don't think my dad owns one. I bet Snackman doesn't own one.
Yeah.
I don't.
Do you do a tap test? Or do you measure 16 inches from a known stud?
Often we'll tap the wall with a hammer, and it sounds different.
Right.
Or often we use a 3-inch screw, and you just... you can often see based on cracks or imperfections in the wall, or once you find one stud, you can usually measure off, unless it's an old house. But yeah, we'll run a 3-inch screw through, and then until we find some meat in the wall. But yeah, if you're
trying to hang
if it's
shelf,
half-inch,
you don't want to just drill and drill and drill and drill and drill.
Right. So if it's 1/2-inch drywall, and there's a stud behind it, and a stud finder would work, a hammer tapping the wall works. Works just as well. So
I'll try that instead of my finger. Or my knuckle.
tap it with anything.
Oh.
Yeah.
My kid's head?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it goes through the drywall, there's no stud there. We don't hang a lot of shelves though.
No. All right, so now they bring out this little device. It looks like the battery portion of a lavalier microphone.
Yeah, everyone will know what that is. Looks like a walkie-talkie to me.
Yeah, that's good. It looks like that thing that the pastor always pulls out at our church when the microphone's not working, and he goes, "Oh, is this thing working?
Is this on?
Yeah,
We're
a very high tech congregation. So, all right. So then they just hold this. I didn't see these wires before, but I guess they were.
No, there was no wires in the previous picture.
Okay.
So maybe they're off to the side, or maybe they cut a conduit open. We didn't see it. But somehow, whatever device they have is gain them access to the information inside of those wires, and it taps them into the parking garage cameras.
Yeah, just 4 of them. And someone says that's some high end stuff.
It's Han, and I was thinking, oh, now Han's a tech expert.
Yeah.
And he starts going about 100-degree field of view.
Yeah, he said something else right before that. Something about marker. What does he say? I'm backing up a little bit here.
We got it. Yeah, we're looking at 4 cameras. That's some high-end crap.
Marker optics.
100-degree
field of view. 10-second oscillation. Meaning the cameras take 10 seconds to sweep.
Yeah, 100 degrees.
Yeah.
Brian says, yeah, that's
a narrow window.
Jinx.
Owe me a soda. Can we just tap in and replace the image? Someone suggests. I don't know who that was.
Nah, it's hooked up to a digital sync. This is Ludacris chiming in here. I thought it was funny. In the first movie, I kind of forgot, but they have a different black rapper.
Yeah. Ja Rule.
Ja Rule, which is strange that they put him in the first movie and then never again, because he's around.
Yeah, I don't know if it was one of those things
he
where
didn't die.
Oh, you're making another one. I want $2 million this time.
But at this point, they should be able to pay him for a cameo, or he should at least he's kind of fallen off. No offense, Ja, my buddy Ja.
Yeah,
but he's not like super pop. He's not Billboard Top 100 anymore. So you think he'd be happy to be like, yeah, I'll be in the Fast 11. The
Maybe
last Fast movie of all time, right?
I mean, it wouldn't make sense for Ja Rule to be in the second one because they're not even at the same location as the first one. But Ludacris, somehow, when he came in, they're like, we're going to make this guy a staple.
Yeah.
I guess, was this the first one he's been in since
we can't
then?
have 2 black rappers in.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's like having 2 alpha males.
Maybe he didn't get along with somebody. That seems to happen in movies.
Yeah.
Especially this franchise.
Especially The Rock.
Yeah.
And Dom. Then, I mean.
So, Ludacris says, the best we can do is peak.
Like what they're doing now, I'm guessing.
I don't think that's what that means.
Oh, really?
Well, how would that help them? Peak?
Well, so they going through the minute here. They're talking, we're going to fast forward a little bit here. They're talking about how they're going to have to drive cars through this because the cameras are of a parking lot.
So, we need something fast.
It's like a parking garage, right?
I was thinking peak. We're going to need to peak. He's going to need to, slip through sections. I'm thinking what would make sense is we're going to need to slip by the cameras when they're not pointing at the direction that we're going.
Oh.
Is that what peak means?
I just meant, I thought what they were doing now. We just need to peek. We need, the best we can do is look at what they're seeing.
Oh, okay. And then know where the cameras are at and be like,
go,
go,
alter
go.
what they're saying. We can just look at it. So they're going to drive cars through this parking lot. They have 4 cameras, and they're saying they need a fast car and one that can make a hard right and a hairpin. Is a hairpin a 90-degree turn?
180.
Oh, a 180. Okay.
Yeah. Have you seen a hairpin?
Yeah.
It goes up and it comes back.
And it's got that.
They should call it a paperclip. We're going to need to do a paperclip.
All right.
We're going to need to do a coil spring up to the top of the parking garage.
Dude, I hate driving in those twirling things, swirling up into the... I'm like, there's no way my Honda Civic's going to fit in this if I had a Honda Civic.
Oh,
and then you drive a Suburban, and then it feels even like I'm just going to scrape the whole way up.
Yeah.
Somebody
First-
says we're gonna need something agile.
It's good you have 3 cars, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then does Dom say you guys? Yeah, Dom says you guys mock up a track, and I kind of remember.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they're gonna build a little fake parking garage, you know, with all these resources they have down
right.
there.
They have 4 camera angles, and they're gonna come up with a whole track of where they need to go from 4 angles. Like, I don't think that's gonna work.
And you think those cameras oscillate so perfectly that they can be like, all right, it's at the left side now, and start your timer, and then when you go, and then time them all, and then when you go back, like a week from now, one's not going to be like 2
Right,
seconds different
right.
somehow.
And where are they going to get the car or cars that they need? And are they going to try different cars to see which one works the best?
Not to mention they're going to have all that weight.
Yeah.
Speaking of, wasn't that an Italian job thing where they put gold in Mini Coopers?
Yeah.
Or was that
something like
Ocean's
that.
11?
No, I think it was. Mini Coopers are definitely Italian job.
Okay, yeah, they put all these gold bars, and I'm like,
Okay.
there's no way. Like, that's literally like one of the
Heaviest.
most known things about gold is how
Right.
heavy it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're going to mock up a track and see if they can run this course without cameras detecting them. And
That'd be crazy if they used Mini Coopers for this.
that would be too similar.
Has there ever been a Mini Cooper in Fast and Furious movies?
No.
Okay.
Not that I remember.
Okay.
When did they come out? 2011, maybe? Mini Coopers?
No, they've been out longer than that because I drove
Oh,
one in
right.
high school at our
Maybe-
lock-in.
Oh, yeah. Maybe 05. Yeah.
It was
Anyways.
slow.
Yeah.
Had 5 people. in
Yeah,
it,
there
but
was a lot of
fucking
people
hell.
in that car. It's not a big car.
Yeah.
It's not like you were putting gold bricks in the back.
That's
That would have
true.
been nice and light. You could have
Right.
cruised around.
And you could really, that'd be very agile.
Yeah.
All right, we got 2 seconds left here, Ryan, and then you got to get to the doctor.
Look at my haircut.
By your doctor? Oh, that was the end.
Yeah, he just says O'Connor. And that's the end of the minute. So I don't know if we'll get this track in the next minute, but I do remember that kind of being a fun part of the movie last time I saw it.
Yeah.
Where like different characters are trying to run this
Whoa,
course.
whoa, we didn't get there yet.
This is one of I'm thinking of Italian Job. Sorry, I'm thinking of Italian Job.
Jeez, what else do you remember about the next 6 movies you want to share with us right now? Like
Nothing,
one of the
nothing.
main character dies?
What? Who?
I'm just saying, you going to tell us something like that?
It's
Jeez.
Giselle. All right. Thanks everyone for listening. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Jason.
And always remember,
Winning's winning.